My brother and I aren't on the best of terms. I envy people with good relations to their siblings, because being around my brother is just draining. He seems to follow two very strict rules. The first is that he's always right, even when evidence is presented against him. I swear the guy has developed immunity towards logic and reason. The second rule he follows is that I'm always wrong. Whatever I say, he has to argue against. It's obnoxious. Luckily we no longer live in the same country, so we see Iakatha at most 2 times a year, which is barely tolerable. This story takes place in December last year. I had traveled to my parents to celebrate Christmas, and so had my brother, his wife and his 2 kids, 2 and 4, maybe 5 years old. All of us are staying in my parents' house. As you can imagine, it's rather crowded and the noise level far exceeds that of which I'm used to. One morning, I wake up around 8 a.m. My brother and his kids are already awake and eating breakfast from what I can hear. I decide to browse Reddit on my phone an hour, just to avoid more interaction than I have to. When I finally decide to leave bed and have breakfast, my brother and his family has moved on into the TV room. The TV is on and they're watching cartoons on YouTube. I make myself 2 sandwiches and join them. My brother hands me the remote and says, "Just put on whatever 4-year-old is pointing at." I need to go to the bathroom. Alright, I can do that. Unlike his father, the little guy is actually pretty cool to be around. We browse child-friendly YouTube videos, eventually settling on Barney the Purple Dinosaur. My brother has by this point returned. Eventually the video ends and related videos pops up. 4-year-old is pointing at a video called Scientifically Accurate, Barney the Purple Dinosaur. I've been browsing enough internet to know that that is not a child-friendly video. The conversation goes as follows.
"Uncle, please put that one on."
"I don't think that's a good idea. How about another one?"
"But I wanna see that one."
My brother interrupts me.
"Put that one on. He wants to see it."
"I really don't."
"Put it on.
"Trust me, it's..."
For God's sake, just put it on."
"Alright, but this one's on you." I mentally prepare myself for the total shit show that is about to go down as I place the remote on the table. No more than 15 seconds into the video, the first images of cartoon gore is displayed. The 2-year-old starts crying. The maternal instincts of my brother's wife kicks in and she starts yelling at my brother to turn it off. By this point, the video has reached the point where kids are starting to get killed. Brother finally manages to turn the video off. The 4-year-old, having seen forbidden content, is now throwing a tantrum over not getting to see the entire video. Brother's wife does her best to comfort the 2-year-old, but she's crying her eyes out. Meanwhile, my brother is trying to end the tantrum of the 4-year-old. Despite the mayhem, all I can feel is total inner peace. Never has utter chaos been so satisfying. Finally my brother turns to me, "Why would you put on that SHT?" In a calm voice I simply reply, "Because you told me to." "Brother, but you knew what it was." "Me, and you didn't listen when I tried to warn you." "Brother, you never tried to warn me." I sigh. At this point I just leave. There is no winning this argument. After all, he's always right, even when the evidence is screaming otherwise.